So, you've written the book, you poured everything you have onto the page, and now you are ready to get it out into the world. Let's dive right into the professional's checklist for getting published on Barnes & Noble Press. So, you actually did it. You typed "the end." I mean, that is a massive, massive accomplishment, and you should definitely take a second to celebrate that. But, once the confetti settles, you're probably asking yourself, okay, what's next?
And that is exactly what we're going to talk about. This isn't about some tedious paperwork either. This is about turning that manuscript into a real product and turning your passion into a business. These are the moves that separate the hobbyists from the pros.
Before you even think about uploading a single file, we have got to build a solid foundation. And that foundation really rests on two absolutely crucial pillars: protecting your work and claiming your identity as a publisher. Okay, first up, copyright. And here's a little fact that actually trips up a lot of new authors. In the United States, the second you save your manuscript, just by hitting save, congratulations, your work is technically copyrighted. You already own it. Which, leads to the really obvious question, right? If it's all automatic, why on earth would you bother with government websites and paying fees? Why go through that extra step to formally register it? Is it really necessary? And the answer is a huge, emphatic yes.
So here's the bottom line. While you own the copyright automatically, you can't really defend it in a court of law without officially registering it. Registration creates a public, searchable record that proves you're the author. But even more importantly, it is the actual key that unlocks the courthouse doors if you ever need to sue somebody for stealing your work.
And this is why timing is everything. Just look at the difference here. If you register before someone infringes on your copyright, you can sue for what's called statutory damages and get your attorney's fees covered. That's huge. But if you wait until after your work gets stolen, you're limited to actual damages, which, trust me, are incredibly difficult and super expensive to prove. This one step is basically your financial and legal armor.
All right, so your work is protected. Now let's get to that second pillar, giving your book its official identity card for the entire global marketplace. And we are talking, of course, about the ISBN. Just think of an ISBN as your book's fingerprint. It's a totally unique 13-digit code that tells every single bookstore, every library, every distributor in the world exactly what your book is, what format it is, like paperback or ebook, and most importantly, who published it. Now this brings you to your first really big business decision as an author. When you go to publish on Barnes & Noble Press, they're going to offer you a free ISBN. And look, free sounds great, but is it really the right choice if you want to be a professional?
Okay, let's break down the trade-off. If you take that free ISBN, Barnes & Noble Press becomes the official publisher of record, and you can only use that ISBN on their platform. That's it. But when you buy your own ISBN from Bowker, they're the only official agency in the US, you are the publisher. That means you can use that same ISBN on Amazon, Ingram Spark, everywhere, and it just looks way more professional to the industry.
Okay, foundation is set, your copyright is filed, your ISBN is purchased, you are ready to go. So let's walk through the actual process, step by step, of getting your book live on the Barnes & Noble Press platform.
First things first, prep work. Getting your files right is so critical. For an ebook, it's pretty simple. A Word doc is usually fine. But for a print book, you need a perfectly sized PDF for the inside pages and a single combined PDF for the full cover. That's the back, spine, and front. Getting this right now will save you so many headaches later on. All right, time to head to the website. First, you'll create your account and fill out your vendor info. That's how you get paid. Then you start a new project. You do have to set up the ebook and the print versions as separate projects, but don't worry, they'll link up on the store page later. Then comes the metadata, your title, your description. This is basically your sales pitch to the world, so make it good.
Next up, you'll upload those files we just prepped. After that comes what is, I'm not kidding, possibly the most important step in this whole process, the previewer. We'll come back to that in a sec. Once you love how the preview looks, you'll enter that ISBN you bought from Bowker. And finally, you set your price and decide on your rights, including DRM, which is digital rights management that helps prevent piracy.
I really want to pause on this because it's that important. Do not skip the preview. Please, click through every single page. Check your chapter headings. Make sure your images didn't get messed up. This is your last chance to catch any weird formatting glitches before a paying reader finds them. And then, there it is.
The button you've been working towards for months, maybe even for years. You've double-checked everything, you take a nice deep breath, and you click it.
But hey, don't start refreshing the Barnes & Noble homepage just yet. Your book doesn't go live instantly. A team of real people at B&N actually reviews the files to make sure everything looks good. This can take up to 72 hours, so just be patient. Your moment is coming.
And then you get that email, the one that says, "Congratulations, your book is live." And just like that, one journey ends and a whole new one begins. You are a published author. So, as you celebrate this incredible moment, you've got to ask yourself, what story are you going to tell next?